1 minute. Okay, so GST is goods and services tax. Okay, it is an indirect tax. It is an indirect tax imposed on the supply of goods and services. Okay, it is a multi-stage destination-oriented tax imposed on every value addition, replacing multiple indirect taxes, including VAT, excise duty. Means whatever the goods and services we buy, we need to pay indirect tax, in the form of GST. This is simply we can say like anything we go and purchase, so that is indirect tax only. Means that is the GST. Let's suppose if we will buy anything, like if you buy bread, then that also we need to pay the GST, indirect tax. And direct tax also we need, direct tax we pay on our salary. So that is direct tax, and this one is indirect tax, GST. Okay, so GST, what are the types of GST? So intra-state,
Interstate.
interstate. Okay,
IGST, SGST,
yeah.
CGST.
Yes, yes. So intra-state means within the state. Let's suppose any state, like suppose Telangana. So within the state, if transaction happening, then two GST will be calculated. Central GST and states GST. Intra GST means if between two states any transaction happening, then interstate this one, interstate GST will be applicable, and it will
Intra.
uh, interstate,
Nothing.
it will be IGST, and IGST will have both CGST and SGST. Means two share will be there in IGST, center GST part and state GST part. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's suppose as per our like every country is having different tax regulation. Okay, like India is having GST. Previously, India was having VAT. Okay, other countries is having VAT, some, so like that. But basic configuration same only. If suppose if you guys will do this, we will cover this basic configuration in SAP for GST related. The same configuration will be applicable for VAT also. VAT input, VAT output, like that it will be. Input VAT, output VAT, it will be. Okay, but here as per the India accounting, tax regulation, in India there is GST. So what we will do, in let's suppose we are Dilip business is there. So Dilip business is dealing with vendor also, supplier also, and Dilip business is selling to customers also, cement industry, cement and these things. So both the times, both in purchasing transaction and selling transaction, Dilip business people have to pay the means have to that GST will be involved. If suppose vendor related, then they have to pay the GST, and if it is customer related, then they have to collect the GST, and that should be paid further to the government, like that. Okay, so please see the screen, and you guys please try to understand this one. Business place. Business place we have studied when at a time of TDS, if you guys remember.
Mm.
Yeah, can you please see 1 minute?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So business place we have covered at a time of TDS. So now that will be again that we need to use business place also again. So you guys are understanding, right? GST concept. It is
Yes.
indirect tax. Okay. Let's suppose
Mm-hmm.
like we are, we suppose we are working people, we are salaried people, but we go to the market, we do the purchasing. Okay. So we pay the indirect tax to the supplier. Okay, so that is GST. But suppose Dilip business is there or small business you can imagine, or big business. Let's suppose Dilip business people are there, or a small furniture business people is there, or any kind of. They have to pay GST to their supplier, and they have to collect the GST from the customer. Very simple concept. Okay, and the same thing, like now, since Dilip business people are now using GST, so they have to configure the, they have to make the do the configuration in the SAP system. Okay, as per their requirement and as per the standard, solution given by SAP. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Means we need to make our system ready to deduct the GST at a time of purchasing and at a time of selling. So currently we have Dilip business people, Dilip business scenario. We have, we are doing, and which is involved in cement industry. Okay. So now see, PAN based registration up to 15 characters in length. So PAN based registration number we need to fill up to 15 characters in length. Okay. Then business place. Business place, like I have explained, if we deal in three state with vendor, then we need to create GSTIN number, state wise. Okay. So multiple business place must be created as per the reason of operation. The relevant plant must be assigned to their corresponding business place. That is region wise association. A new field will be provided to store in the GSTIN of the business. Okay, so this is the basic concept of the this GST.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are clear with the concept? Basic concept I have
Yes.
explained.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let us move in the SAP. And what is our requirement in SAP? We need to make we should calculate the GST. Delete business people. Okay, they need to calculate GST at the time of supplier invoice creation and a time of customer billing creation. Both the time they need GST to calculate. So for that configuration should be done. So let's start the configuration for the GST. And we will see the GST we will cover with AP, AR, accounts payable, account receivable, with materials management, means FI integration with materials management. Okay, where purchase order will be created, and GST we will do with the sales and distribution also. In this part, same concept is there. So, but here what we will do, let's do it for from the AP side, means the vendor side, accounts payable and GST with another.